Okay, so time. For some people, we're saying that it might actually end tonight. I don't know how much time there is before we get to the end of David Cage's cinematic thing, Indigo Prophecy. But who knows? Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. Oh, okay. I'm walking along with Carla and someone we haven't met. Maybe if Tyler stuck around, maybe it would be him. I'm gonna guess that. I'm gonna guess maybe it was Tyler. This is Tyler's role that's now being played by someone who we have not seen. The long walk with the Indigo child, the MacGuffin of the game, in our arms, following our allies as gonna do something. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're doing here. So in any case, we know that we've now been manipulated throughout the game. Agatha, when she died for real. The person we saw later on was not actually her. It was rather Energy Guy who put something in our brain when he brought us back to life, which now will allow him to destroy us, to annihilate us if he touches us. That's quite an advantage that he has. It's also quite impressive that he was able to not only bring me back to life, but implant something in our brain at the same time. The how?
How did you find me?
That man came and got me. He told me you needed help.
Man?
Do you know who that man is?
I have no idea. He just told me we had to follow him. So, what do we do now?
Looks like we don't have much choice. Let's follow him.
By the way, I'm actually dead. I just found this out. Weird, right? So it turned out that when I told you about that time that happened when me and my girlfriend, we fell off of that carnival ride, and I didn't know what happened, you know? I woke up and I was like, what is going on? I look different now, I'm all pale. Turns out that I died. That's why you don't see my breath. I guess I'm not actually breathing at all, really. It's kind of weird. And then I met you in the graveyard, so all that stuff that happened afterwards, try not to think about that too much. For your own, mental health. Just try not to think about it.
Welcome to the camp of the Invisibles, Lucas. Come and take a seat by the fire.
Well, I think this was the guy outside the restaurant at the beginning. The Invisibles?
You call yourself the Invisibles?
Many of us are homeless. Though we're scattered throughout every city, no one ever notices us. This allows us to see without being seen, and pursue our mission without attracting attention.
Of course. Now what? Let's just get to it.
So, what do we do now?
We must bring the Indigo child to a source of the chroma. That's where she'll deliver her message and complete the prophecy.
Where do we find this chroma source?
There are only 3 known to exist on the planet. The closest can be found on an old military base called Wishida.
Wishida? That's where I was born. My parents were scientists. They were working for the government.
And that explains many things. In the 50s, an artifact was discovered that was not of human origin. It turned out to be a chroma source. We must bring the Indigo child there as quickly as possible, before she wastes away and dies without having delivered her message.
When do we leave?
In 2 hours. The time it'll take to finish preparations on your vehicle and to find you enough gasoline. It's seems likely that the Orange and Purple clans will be waiting for you at Wishida. They will stop at nothing to prevent you from uniting the child with the artifact. We will take care of the child and give her a bit of chroma to help her hang on. There are some mattresses in the wagon back there. I suggest you get some rest before you have to leave. You have a long journey ahead of you. Tomorrow may well be the last day of the human race.
The stakes really got raised very quickly in this game. From Lucas just trying to prove his innocence to, oh, by the way, the whole world is going to end.
I'm dead tired, Carla. I'm gonna take Bart's advice and get some sleep.
I don't think I can sleep right now. I'm gonna wander around a bit and join you later.
So yes, as someone in the chat mentioned, yes, all homeless people are part of this secret society. How surprised are you to find this out? They watch over the world and make sure it doesn't end. David Cage did extensive research on the homeless in, actual cities around the world. And this was the conclusion he came up with. Oh, okay. I don't know, it was kind of more interesting when it was just a murder mystery, I think. Now it's basically just sort of a superhero save the world story. Yep.
Still not asleep?
No, I can't seem to relax.
It's hard to believe that it's all going to end tomorrow, isn't it? The fields, the forests, cities, everything will disappear under the ice. What's going to happen to us? It'll be like we never existed, like nothing important ever happened. Are you afraid to die?
Not anymore.
Guys, I'm already dead.
We're both going to die tomorrow. I want you to know something. I'm sorry that we didn't meet under better circumstances. Maybe if things had turned out differently.
The emotion on these characters' faces.
Frozen. Your lips are like ice. I love you, Lucas.
Not sure why I love you, but I guess. Well, at least our mood meter is increasing. Carla, this makes me think of a time when I was a kid, back on the military base. Just kind of reminds me of a certain night. I hear voices. I think Lucas's parents are talking about him. Lucas seems to have had trouble as a kid just sleeping at night instead of getting up, just walking around from room to room.
He knew the hangar was going to burn, John. I'm sure of it. But he wasn't the one who started the fire.
Look, Mary, that's just not possible, and you know it. Nobody can see things before they happen.
That artifact emitted a kind of radiation that we still don't understand. Maybe it changed something in Lucas.
It activated the future-telling gene.
We analyzed everybody who ever came near that thing, and they all checked out fine. Don't you see? If it was the artifact, then we'd all be radiated, and we'd all have power.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
I was pregnant with Lucas when I went for the first time. Lucas was radiated by the artifact when he was still in the womb.
This is just ridiculous, Mary. I've heard enough. I'm going to take a walk while you calm down.
Lucas? What are you doing there? Lucas?
Lucas!
And then Lucas saw, I don't know, a red tree growing out of his mother's body. It's all very sad. Now that he remembers what happened, now he can deal with it.
There's the hangar. The base seems abandoned. Looks like we got here before the Oracle and the Purple Clan.
They're not far away. I sense their presence.
Jade's lost consciousness. She's at the end of her rope. We don't have much time. Are you sure that you don't want me to come with you?
I don't know what's going to happen, Carla. I don't want to risk your life for no reason.
Be careful. I need you.
Guy I've only met like 3 times, I think, maybe?
If I'm not back in 15 minutes. Go back where we came from. Bogart will protect you.
I think he will anyway. I mean, I don't know if he's even telling the truth. But, he's just some guy we just met. And we don't really know anything about him, but I assume he's pretty good. He's a good guy. Come on, let's say he's a good guy. How did we find out her name was Jade again? I don't remember that being said. You're saying there's a whole lot of Simon coming up? I would expect no less. Oh, my finger's getting so tired, making me identify with the effort that Lucas Kane is putting out. Trying to get to this door. It's a lot easier doing it this time than when he was a kid, though. Though that would be great if there was like an 80-year-old guard telling us to don't move or he'll shoot. Alright, let's find out what it is that Lucas saw in here all those years ago. Now, all this stuff is still functional. It's quite impressive. So the military found... Uh-oh. Don't move or I'll shoot, I guess.
2,000 years. For 2,000 years I've been awaiting this moment. The moment when the mystery is revealed to me. The answer to all questions. And it's you who brought me the Indigo child. What an ironic destiny.
The Orange Clan will make slaves of all humanity if they have the secret.
What difference does that make? We already control the world, Lucas. The child will give us ultimate power. We will be the equal of the gods.
I'll never give you the child.
Your tiny role is finished. You can now disappear from the game. We thank you for all that you have done for us.
That smirk makes me think he was not being genuine about that. Aren't there men with guns down there? They don't seem to be doing a whole lot. I mean, maybe the Oracle... Well, hold on. I gotta go... This is to go further beyond Super Saiyan? This is what I call Ascended Saiyan, or I guess you could call it Super Saiyan 2. I've reached the top of the meter. I don't see why our hair is not blonde by now. Oh, there we go. Oh no, Lucas, you knocked him into the Lazarus pit. That won't do any good at all. Alright, throw her in as well, I guess. That's what we're here to do, right? Why didn't these guys do anything during that little fight? I mean, like I said, I guess the Oracle wanted to redeem himself after that embarrassing loss against Lucas. Or maybe you could consider that first fight a draw, maybe. Uh-oh.
You are even more obstinate than we had thought, human. But the game is over. You and your race have lost. Your inferior species will disappear like the dinosaurs before you. We, the artificial intelligences, will be the new dominant race on this planet. Thanks to the secret of the child, we will know all. We will be more powerful than God.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard about that. So, okay, one of the villains is dead. I guess the Orange Clan has been taken out of it. Now it's time for the Purple Clan. Hammering these keys so hard. I don't know, Lucas's Kamehameha really is not all that impressive, I have to say. He needs to charge up for a couple episodes, I think, before he can get a real one going. Alright. Let's get to the child, I guess. Seems like the only thing to do here. We're just gonna pick her up, throw her in that pit? Alright, let's do this thing. At least I think that's what we're supposed to do. It's what people have been saying. I mean, I have no real reason to believe it, but okay. I found this child in this orphanage, just kidnapped her, I guess, and found her, like, this really filthy pond that I found when I was a kid. I'm just gonna toss her in there now. Explains everything. Oh, was she supposed to die after telling us the answer? That seems like a shame. So has Lucas won the prize? Guess that's what's happening.
The cold went away just like it had come, in silence, as if the Indigo child had turned the hourglass by delivering her message. Everything was just as it was before. I guess that means the lesser evil. The Oracle and the Orange Clan went back to their places of power in the secret government of the world, and the Purple Clan went back to haunting us on the net. I should be happy, I guess. I've been living with Carla for 3 months. She's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Yesterday, she told me that she's pregnant. Must have been that night in Bogart's underground base. That means that our child was radiated by the chroma at Wishida, just like I was in my mother's womb. I don't know what's going to happen now. I'm the one and only keeper of the greatest secret in the universe. What should I do with all that power? Forget it? Put it in the service of humanity? I've never dreamt about being a god. I just want to live my life like anybody else with my wife and my child. I'm afraid that destiny might have another path in mind for me.
What are you thinking about, Lucas?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
So that was the ending? Really? I mean, I guess I figured that they wouldn't actually tell us what the secret was, because, you know, what could they actually have come up with, but, that was the ending, huh? That's how it goes. You know, I remember a lot of people saying that the villain in this game is the internet. Where did that come from? I really didn't get that at all in this. Like, the energy guy, I guess some people were saying was supposed to be the internet. I don't know. I didn't... Maybe I missed something. I didn't hear anything that really implied that. Oh, maybe it was a joke from prior LP? Alright. David Cage, you are truly a master. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know, that went all over the place. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, because when Heavy Rain came out, there was a lot of good hype behind it, because, you know, the game that Quantic Dream had made previously was Indigo Prophecy, and people were saying that they had high hopes for Heavy Rain because of that. Not sure why. Were the people who were saying that only played, like, the first hour, maybe? Because the first hour is really good. And then it goes from murder mystery to superhero saving the world, and the whole thing about being able to control different characters that go against each other, like Lucas being the suspect, Carla and Tyler investigating him, that really doesn't go anywhere. Does it? That doesn't seem like it really changed anything or made a difference. Did I think it would be like DP or Twin Peaks? No, not really. I'm just saying that the ending really fell flat for me. Like, it just went from, alright, so this is the deal. You were framed for murder by a mortal Mayan, and world's getting covered in snow. So fight him, and then this other guy who's made of energy, and game over, the end. And actually, the whole thing about the world being covered by snow, that didn't really come up until tonight, did it? Like, I can't remember... I mean, they were saying that there was a lot of snow, there was a lot of cold. I can't remember anything about the world being threatened by this until playing it tonight. Like, last time, I don't remember anything being mentioned about that. It's not that... It's not even that I'm calling the story bad, it's more like it didn't do what it had to do to get to where it wanted to go. Check out Omicron? Yeah, I do intend to look at Omicron at some point. Am I hyped for Beyond Two Souls? Well, the demo was just so good. By the way, there is a demo of Beyond out, so we can look forward to a video of that sometime in the coming week. So anyway, the Indigo Prophecy, just trying to absorb it, just trying to take it all in, taking all of this story that we were given, that has been laid on us, all sorts of plot points that really didn't get much time at all to be developed, and I don't know. But anyway, Indigo Prophecy has been the main game that we've been playing on the stream. So I guess that means it's time for something else. I mean, there are other Quantic Dream games, but I think that we're probably going to take a bit of a break from the cage for right now on the stream, to just give us some time to recover. Let us, you know, just absorb being exposed to the entirety of one of David Cage's stories. Just take some time to think about it. So that means we're gonna have something else next week. What could it possibly be? Okay, that's it, I guess. I guess that's everything. So, some people having some guesses as to what it might be next week. I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find out, though. I mean, who can say what it might be? I don't think anyone could possibly guess. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble talking right now because my brain is all aflutter just trying to think about Indigo Prophecy. From Atari, Quantic Dream, and David Cage. Let's just turn that down a bit. So that's it for this week's stream. And that's it for Indigo Prophecy, and that's it for David Cage for right now. Do Killer 7? Now, Killer 7 would be something for an LP eventually, not for the stream. So that's it for the main game that we've been playing for some months now. I guess it remains to be seen whether or not we will experience Cage withdrawal over the coming months. But yes, with next week's stream, it'll be more Hex Boyfriends, it'll be more Dementium, and something else. Something else to be the main game for the weeks coming forward. Yes, more of a recovery than a withdrawal. I can see that. I can see it being that way. Something I've already decided. Yes. And that's it for David Cage's Indigo Prophecy. All those things we saw in the intro came true. We all saw it. All of those things, for better or for worse, it all came to pass. That's it for Indigo Prophecy. That's it for the stream. Have a good night and have a good week. I'll see you next week for, hopefully it won't be a train wreck, but I guess we'll find out. See you then.